Hey, what's going on, everybody? Chess fans who watch my Twitch, which is Twitch TV backslash Squirrely, SKWERLY. I'll really put it in the description this time. I forgot last time because ADHD. I'm telling you, it's bad, right? It's bad. Um, Today, whether you're a chess fan and or here just looking to see who else has this wonderful ADHD, which I refer to as my monster. And maybe comparing, your notes with mine. Today, I'd like to talk about mundane tasks. Sorry, I thought it wasn't recording. I thought, oh, come on, really? This is like the third take because the second cam stopped working a little bit ago. Oh, we got a cricket in there. How nice. Um, day-to-day tasks that you don't want to do because like they're not fun. Now I know that sounds like a bitch move, right? It sounds. What do you mean, dude? That you just don't do stuff you're supposed to do daily because it isn't. You don't want to? Yeah, kind of. You just like people with depression say though. You wouldn't understand it unless you had it. Like, not being able to get out of bed for days at a time. Yeah, I don't get that, right? I understand it on some fundamental level when I really put my, effort into it, but I don't suffer from that very often. So I mean, and a lot of people don't suffer from what I do. So it's like, give it a shot before you knock me. The reason I hooked up the second cam, which that's my tarantula, it's not showing well because I usually stream at night, and that window, the light's not coming in. Also, I have an old iPhone that I use as a studio light for her sometimes. That's Teresa, my tarantula, anyway. But there was a specific reason I wanted the double cams today. Today I'm going to talk to you about, for me, mail. It's a big issue. Always has been. I don't like mail. I don't want to mess with mail. It's almost never anything good. And it actually stresses me out personally because as I'm opening letters or whatever, junk, and just chucking it, I'm thinking, holy shit, and the world wants us to believe that we have a like save the trees problem. Look at the amount from my junk mail, the amount of junk mail I receive per week. I mean, I could start 40 campfires with it, right? I mean, it's a lot of paper just trashed. What's the ratio of people who actually use one of the coupons or whatever you get versus those who chuck the massive amount of paper? Like, it stresses me. I don't like wasting resources. I am definitely not a waster guy. This shit, I don't like it anyway. But fucking taxes and bills and the IRS and if you own a home, there's bullshit about that and the mortgage. It's like, so, what would happen is I'd get home from work, boom, there's, say, 3 pieces of mail. I've always hated that term, too. If this is just a piece of mail, what's the entire mail? Like, all the mail? Well, I don't want that, so I'm glad I get pieces, but at the same time, mail is mail, right? Anyway. Can't wait until I'm large and successful and can have an editor because you wouldn't have to put up with bullshit like that. As it is, I'm straight streaming, and for now that's going to have to work. I am going to try to edit this video more than likely. We'll see. But yeah, before I go over time, because I want to stop at this 10-minute mark or so, 10, 11, 12 minutes, and I'm 4 minutes and some odd in, so that we're doing okay. In full honesty, now. So I get my mail. I'll look through it real quick. Most of it doesn't even have a return address. It's either something official, like you owe us, or it's bullshit, like, you qualify for, this credit card with 0% financing and, all this bullshit that I don't need in my life. Now, in the wintertime, it's great. I keep a separate trash can for junk mail and paper products, whatever, Kleenex, whatever goes in it. And then I just dump it into the fire barrel and start fires with it. Like, I wasn't kidding, right? And so I think, well, okay, it's being burnt, but I mean, it's better than the landfill. Because those of you who have ever regularly been to a landfill, or even not regularly, just within the last couple of years, or any time really, I guess, it's a, if you care about the environment at all, and I'm not a tree hugger, trust me, I've done my share of damage, but it's fucking scary, the amount of refuse that the human race puts out. But anyway, in this is embarrassing, but in full disclosure, I get this mail, I bounce through it all. Oh, cool, something. Oh, yeah, I've been waiting for that. Okay, cool. The other three, bitch, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I've just worked a 10, 11, 12-hour shift. I'll get to it. So I had this nice little, mail stack that became not so fucking nice. And now in the person suffering from hyperactivity, that seems like a hell of a mountain to get through. Now, instead of opening 3 pieces of mail, I have to set aside time, really go through it all. And now I know I'm going to have mail in at least 3, 4 separate sections. There'll be the bill, something I can deal with later, maybe a magazine or 2, whatever the case is. Now I've done the first part and they're all separated. I tend to just put that all into a stack, nice and neatly, in their sections, and put that to the side. Okay, I've gotten the trash mail out that I know is trash. Whew, that was something. This other stuff, maybe I can do it like once per day. I can open a piece in the morning, open an envelope at night. You tell yourself this stuff and it doesn't happen. And the reason I wanted to go into this with detail is because nobody likes opening mail unless you're getting checks, right? Or something good, fucking cards from loved ones for birthdays or something like that. No one likes it. But certain mental diseases can make it so much worse. So, in full disclosure, here's my mail stack. Oops, looks like we got a keyboard there, don't we? That's because when I was done playing, I'm sitting here, I needed to type. It's plugged in. It's got to go fucking somewhere, and I don't have the space. There you go, in the staging area that I've come to call it affectionately, not so affectionately. Infectionately. Oops, now you can see on my desk. Here's some Carls. So we're gonna dig through this. Here's one mail. We're gonna move the keyboard. Well, I guess that's why it's going to be good. I'll edit. But yeah, I mean, it gets to the point, where it's just like, oh, and, oh, yeah, and you didn't even see. Under the creepy dolls, on. And on. This one looks written to me. Right? Someone hand wrote that. I don't know what it is. Rate reduction department. I know that's trash. The DMV. Fuck the DMV. What ADD does a lot is, look at this shit. Final notice. Fuck your final notice. If these people, look, I'm going to put that on the screen. If I can. You can tell I'm all pro, right? Final notice, right there. If these people understood how happy that made me to read, that means that I won't have to fucking ignore your mail anymore. And then wait until the offer's gone before I open it and say, shit, that's been trashed the whole time. It's been taking up valuable space in my fucking office. You know what I mean? This fucking here makes me so happy. I don't care what the, yeah, got my laptop there. I don't care what the what am I trying to say? What the consequences are either. Final notice. Fuck it. Let's get to it. You've been torturing me for so long with these fucking pink notices that I don't really want to open, that I suspect to be complete bullshit, and usually are, almost 100% of the time. If not, it's the IRS telling me I owe some exorbitant amount, like $40,000. You know, who the fuck knows? I paid him off. I still owe him. This isn't good news. And after a 9-hour, 10-hour day of being dominated at work in a high stress, fast-paced retail environment, you think I want, you know, and then comes the day off, which is when you told yourself that you're going to get to this stuff. Oh, so now I got to sleep in a little bit. I have nothing to do today. I've got my coffee. I'm ready. Now I want the bad news? Nope, I don't want that either. Or the no news, or the bullshit news, or the anxiety of just hemorrhaging paper into the landfills. Fuck it, man, you know? So anyway, if you hadn't guessed, today is mail day. I gotta do this. Quick update on the music packs that I had to move from one. Oh, also, I want you can see it happening. You know, you've seen the ADHD memes. You know, bobbity bobbity bob. Ooh, something shiny. You know, that, like all comedy, is funny because it's true, and it's not funny. You know, have you ever realized that the best comedy isn't funny? It's really sad. But because it's so true, and because, you know, a few people have this knack of seeing situations just a little bit differently, we laugh at them. It's healthy. Get over it. Comedy is healthy. I don't care what it's about. Anyway, I did lower the mic levels a little bit this time because I know I'm in a boomy room and refuse to do anything about that. Yeah, that's not happening. So, you know, I turned the levels down, hoping that I didn't get a lot of the overtones that were in the first video. So, I mean, let me know in comments if it worked. Update on the sound packs I was supposed to move. Well, now that I've got the second cam, let's see. I've got some chips here, homie. I put my socks on the fucking table because I was soaking my feet earlier. Like, it's just all bad. So I need to move sound files from here to there using that USB thing. Let's leave that on the screen so we can. Using that USB stick, I need to move files from one computer to another. As I mentioned last time, this has been on the to-do list for like the better part of 2 weeks at least. I'm still writing it down. Maybe not. No, I didn't even write it down today. I just must have forgot it because I definitely want to do it. So hopefully I'll have a positive update for you next time because I slept like the dead last night. Yesterday, for some reason, I woke up early and didn't want to. So I was going all day on like 4 hours of restless sleep. It wasn't great. Sorry, but you know, when you have, that's not even the monster talking. When you're running on 4 hours of sleep and have a day to kill, you're not going to do shit. You know, you're not going to be very productive. But anyway, if you find me through searching about ADHD, which I'm hoping happens, let me know in the comments if there's any subject you'd like me to touch on, because I'm happy to, you know, for lack of a better term, expose myself and take the hit if it'll help people. And also, if you have any tips for me that work for you, because I do have, you know, I should have specified in the first video as well. The important part here is that I'm undiagnosed officially. So I have never been prescribed, you know, Ritalin or any of the other wonderful drugs that are on the market that are supposed to help with this. But I do know that with a methamphetamine pipe in my mouth, I get shit done. And I also know that's why I can never touch that drug again. It'll consume me. I will lose control extremely quickly, and you know, it's not a safe drug to begin with, but it it helps. It helps in that arena. I remember I was 17 when I did it, and I haven't touched it since. But I will never forget that feeling of, holy shit. I mean, it's like there's a wall right in the middle of my mind. Here's the thing. Here's what I want to do, and here's the things that I need to do. I know them. I can see them. I can't get past that wall. Speed broke that wall down. It didn't exist. Get shit done, homie. I was inventing things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I learned how to wire car stereos, not from stealing cars. I learned, you know, I really worked on my drawing. A lot of tweakers draw. I mean, I was extremely active. I was, you know, I mean, you know, I can't explain it much better besides if there's something that needed done, you know, I did it. It was great, and I asked for more. And I don't mean did it like, well, you know, here's another thing that I do quite often. Let's just say that, shit, okay, this is a piece of paper that I need to file. Well, my file drawer is right there. You can imagine it's a desk, right? I open the file drawer. There's so many files that I think, oh fuck, you know, look through. So I just put it on top, close the drawer, and then on days when I feel driven and, you know, I don't know, awake, non ADHD, I go through them and file them away. It works. I just wish it wasn't that way. And there's little to nothing I can do about it most of the time. So anyway, see what we have to find out in this mailing. As the channel grows and as people start latching on and maybe finding the videos for this reason, maybe I'll add some spice to them, you know, some fucking lighting that's worth a shit, maybe some you know, a little music or effects, you know. But honestly, you know, I don't need a Ferrari to go to the store. If I go to the store and it's one of the greatest things ever, you know, maybe I'll work on enjoying the ride there. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, if nobody ever finds my channel, and this helps 0 people, I'm not going to put in, you know, 6-8 hours worth of, you know, anyway, you know what I'm saying. You know, it's set up. I have a camera, you know, and you can hear me. It's information. I watch the big channels too. I know what they do. You know, their editors kill it. You know what I mean? With the little outtakes and the little fill-ins later and the comments. Man, it's great, right? But we'll see. Video editors do not have ADHD, I can almost guarantee. Or they have extreme ADHD and love what they're doing so much it's not work. Because that shit seems like work to me. And let's face it, there's enough work in life. Alright guys, I'm going to take off. But sorry I went over the 10 minutes again. Apparently that's just going to be a thing, and I should aim for 20-minute videos. Alright, foos. Peace.